prospect for any politician to take on.
Rob, I know you are still watching closely. They are still talking. We'll be back to you with any developments in the next few hours. Rob Watson. Now, a faction of the militant group Boko Haram has claimed responsibility for the deaths of more than 70 farm workers in northeast Nigeria on Saturday. It's estimated that some 30,000 people have been killed in and around Borno state in the last decade, and that has created a generation of orphans. Ishaq Khalid has visited Maiduguri in Borno state at the epicentre of the conflict. His report was recorded before the pandemic.
Using art to ease their pain. These are victims of Boko Haram, orphans of the insurgency. Jummai was only 11 when she and her family were caught by the militant group.
We did so many.
She pleaded with them, desperate to stop them from shooting her father.
They must kill me before they will kill my father. And they say, who are you that you will tell us what to do? The time, what I'm thinking that I will just shoot them if I can shoot them. So I tried to do that, but they are big and I'm small, so no way to do that. Just I keep crying. What I'm thinking that if I cannot get the gun and shoot them, let me die.
Borno State is the epicenter of the decade-long battle against Boko Haram. More than 2 million people have been displaced, nearly 60% of them children. The scars of this devastating conflict can be seen everywhere. Early morning assembly at one of the many schools having to cater for the growing number of kids whose families have been broken by war. It's difficult to know the exact number of children orphaned by the violence, but the state government estimates there are more than 52,000. This is an unusual class. It is a mixture of children whose parents were killed by Boko Haram and those whose parents were allegedly fighters with the militant group. But they have one thing in common. They have all lost their parents.
The B is silent. Most times, most of them are actually absent-minded in class. Only God knows where they're actually taken away from, but we understand their experiences, the grim narratives, the grim experiences they actually pass through. Coming together, talking together, it's the beginning of the healing process.
Zainab is traumatized. She lost her entire family over the course of the conflict. Abducted at the age of 10, twice married off to Boko Haram fighters, and now has to deal with having a baby.
When I remember I'm alone, I feel worthless. I get fed up with the world. But sometimes I take solace in the fact that I'm not the only one with these problems.
At a therapy group organized by a local NGO, the trauma is visible. These victims are sharing their terrible experiences of violence. The Nigerian authorities are still struggling to defeat Boko Haram. The number of orphans is likely to grow. Those who have lost everything and everyone must now rely on each other. Ishaq Khalid, BBC News, Maiduguri.
Stay with us here on BBC World News. Still to come, as one of the Hollywood big movie producers decides to stream all its films next year, we speak live to a director about how the industry is changing.